We had this conversation last night, Debbie, and it's not our place to say this, but blowhards get on a podcast and they start bouncing all sorts of ideas around. And I had this thought that it kind of looks like, I know it's very early, but it kind of looks like this government has a toxic relationship with Māori. And if you start thinking about the idea of a relationship, be it a marriage, if it was a toxic relationship, at some stage, the person who is being abused in that relationship needs to get out of it. That's the only way for them to be safe. What are Māori going to do through this term? I've written down the word unchallenged. If this government was to stay in for these 3 years unchallenged, meaning they hold it together and they do whatever they want to do, what does that mean for Māori? Where is Māori going to be in 3 years from now?
Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. The Māori Health Authority wasn't put in there because everybody wanted to have a Māori Health Authority. It was put in there to address the fact that 150, 60 years of solutions of taxpayers' money wasn't being targeted and utilised the same way. And we continue to see Māori are dying 7 to 10 years earlier than none. And that's not because we have a death wish and we're always jumping off bridges and off parachutes. It's actually because we are not being met within the health system. We do not go and get referred to specialists. A whole lot of science and academia, medical science that I'm not the expert of, but believe. And then we've got smoking, which kills us 3 times more than anyone else. It's an avoidable death. These are all avoidable with proper solutions. So where we will likely be if there was no resistance is that there would be less reo spoken. There would be less real opportunities for our tangata tiriti, who actually take it up more up here than our Binkin Māori do. There will be worse health statistics. We will all be locked away. And because that's the only way to justice is to prison them way through justice. And I guess, we will be backwards. And because the solutions are very about self-managing and the final orders and all that will likely not be able to cope with the clawback. We have education system. I'll be fair, I don't know the whole thing about charter schools, but I do know that Kura Kaupapa work. But, they're not putting anything into that thought as well. So we will be worse. We will be worse uneducated. We will be disproportionately unwell, dying. We'll be disproportionately displaced with loss of culture. It's a revolting thought, but that won't happen because name me a time when any government in this modern times has been able to repress or oppress Māori to that degree. And I keep looking, there's a reason why Māori is official language and not English, because we fought for it. Yeah. Nobody fought for English to become an official language. There's a reason why we have Māori television, real programs, because we fought for it. There's a reason why we have land settlements and tiriti claims, because we fought for it. So I don't think, and I'm just going to say, so we've been interviewed by BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, ABC, names like DFG, names I don't know. There's so much international interest in what's happening here. I don't think it will happen, but we just can't, there'll be no resting.